everyone. Welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And yes, I am back. And you probably notice I'm not in my Lego room because I am in the process of moving. So I am in my little desk area, which used to be my green screen room, but I had to take the green screen down. So if it's a little pixelated, you'll understand why. And I am super, super excited to be back because I have been pretty sick with a head cold for the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's been kind of brutal, quite honestly. So my voice is finally back. You probably remember I streamed 2 weeks ago and I used my sig fig as a placeholder because I was so sick that you didn't want to see me on camera. Trust me, even with makeup, it would have been awful. So I did you guys a favor. And oh, hey, PT, you're sorting some bulk buy. All new sealed bags of various incomplete sets. Wow, good for you. Yeah, the background's dreamy. And you know what's kind of interesting is this was directly from the Lego website. So when I usually put together my title cards, I take the box art and I put it in there for my title card for when I'm streaming. And they've started putting these up where they put the sets with this interesting background. So I said, that is kind of cool. And, you can see here's the set that we're going to be working on today. And it's kind of like we're floating in space, which I thought was kind of cool. So a way to power through the sickness and keep on streaming. Well, I usually stream 4 times a week. So my streaming 2 weeks ago was, I think, the last time I streamed, and I used my sig fig as a placeholder. And even if you listen to that, you can hear me coughing kind of in between, and I can barely get my voice through. And I'm still under the weather, so there's going to be times where I'm going to have to mute my microphone. And I do have some tea here with me, some rooibos tea from Moomin. So for those of you who may remember, I'm a big Moomin fan, and I'm so excited that Barnes & Noble has started selling Moomin products. So one of the first things I'm going to buy as soon as I move, which, by the way, yes, it's public now. I am moving to Vancouver, Washington, just north of Portland. And I pick up my keys on Tuesday for the first wave of my move. And then I will be moving all of the rest of my things. I have to be out of my apartment by April 30th. So I have a couple weeks overlap. And it's been interesting just looking at the different communities. This community, I think, is going to be safer because you may remember I mentioned that my neighbor, her Kia got broken into because of that TikTok thing. So and just a variety of things have been happening in this neighborhood that I just think it's time to go to a safer place. So I'm super, super excited about that. But yes, and thank you for supporting me during this time. It's been a challenge, and I guess I also have missed everybody too. New location, some great streaming. Oh yeah, speaking of which, this new location, I will have fiber. Excuse me, fiber 940 meg up, 940 meg down. Hold on a second. So it should be cleaner. And you remember that sometimes I get really bad interruptions and it gets pixelated when I'm streaming sometimes. So that's another new benefit. I'm going to have a faster speed and $8 cheaper than what I'm paying for my 200 meg pipe now. Yeah, Speed Racer, exactly. What about my mailing address? Actually, yeah, I will be keeping both of my mailing addresses. So at the end of the stream, actually, I should update this. But I still can use this one, which is the Brickanista Broadcast Network, P.O. Box 31956, Seattle, Washington, because I will be keeping my job, but working remotely. And I got approval from my boss to do that. And I will be coming up here for meetings on occasion because it's only about a 3-hour drive. So I will be keeping both P.O. boxes active. And I will, let's see, I think I can duplicate this. Otherwise, I'll just, at the next stream, since I'm not there yet, I'm going to do it at the next stream. I'll update the P.O. box so you can send things to my new P.O. box in Vancouver, Washington. So yeah, it's public now. I have been thinking about this for a little bit. And then when my health issues came up, that kind of was a wake up call because it made me realize that more of my friends are in the Portland area. And even though I do love it up here and Seattle has been great, I have now been the one of the officers of Portlug. I've got Bricks Cascade coming up. Like I said, I'm moving to a safer place. I just think overall it's a really good move. So thank you again for your support. And I'm excited because I'm hopeful that this new place will give me new opportunities for streaming as well. And the other thing I'm very excited about is they have a local radio show, because you probably remember I was on the radio when I was in the Petaluma area. So there might be an opportunity for me to do some radio gigs. We'll see. I'm going to put the intention out there with the hopes that that's going to happen. But thank you again. And I'm super excited about this set. I was at the Lego store, and originally I was going to go to the Lego store to pick up the 3-in-1. It's a 3-in-1 motorcycle build. But quite honestly, motorcycle builds and car builds, they kind of are the same over and over again. So and even the 3-in-1 didn't have really much as far as alternate builds. So I said, you know what? I saw this on the shelf. And as I mentioned, this is super cool. This is, as you know, I've done several of the storybooks. In fact, I have some close by because I've packed a few of the older ones, but these are the second generation ones. And you'll notice that this one is Antonio's door. And what they did is they made this locking mechanism here, which they didn't have on the first one. And you notice I wanted to share with you, I put the sticker sheet in here because I didn't use the stickers. So I probably won't use the stickers on this one either. And they have this little key. So then that way, as you can see with this little Technic pin, that you can actually lock this thing. So that's how I've been storing these. And I also wanted to share with you the interior, that the interior has these, places for studs that you can connect to. And what I don't like about these is that in the original version, you used to have 4 studs here, a 2x4 actually, and they had this plaque, this beautiful oval plaque that they put on here for Ariel and for Beauty and the Beast and some others. And they moved to this printed design. And it's kind of cool, with the Lego emboss here on the side of the the book. But what I liked about these, and if you go back in my journey, you'll see that what I did is I had made a gift to Rob Ketcherside where I used one of these as a 3-in-1 build. And then on the outside was Santa's, Santa coming to visit down the chimney, and then you open it up and it was Santa on the beach. So I really liked these to be able to give as gifts. This is a little less flexible that way. So I'm a little disappointed by that, but it is what it is. So this is the second version, and it'll be interesting to see what this third version is, or if it is still the second version. But I do like the price point on this, and you usually get some really cool mini dolls that come with this set too. You recall the Secret Santa gift for Rob? Yeah, that one I actually streamed over about, I guess, 3 to 4 weeks when I was building that, and I really enjoyed putting that together, and he really enjoyed getting that gift. That was a Secret Santa gift through the Tricky Lug. So I think we've done it 3 times now, and I absolutely love Secret Santas. I try to sign up for as many as I can, and that one was one of my favorites. Okay, so this set, as you can see, you get 3 mini dolls, and sorry about the glare, but you get Wendy, you get Peter, and you get Captain Hook. So I love pirates, so the other reason why I like this is that I wanted to get the pirate, and you also get this little dog that comes with it. And you can see the little clock tower. So I think these are going to be possibly stickers on here. And once again, they did the locking mechanism similar to the ones with the Antonio's door and the other door. So the other interesting thing about this one is they split the colors. So you notice that they have a blue side for the ocean, and then they have the green side for the actual house. Whereas these, going back to what I have here, they use the same color palette for both the top and the bottom. Oh, Brick Jedi is here. Ahoy, hoy. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I was just mentioning that these little mini books or these storybooks are a lot of fun. But it's interesting that in the version that they did with the Encanto house, they use the same color for the top and the bottom. So it's interesting as this one is going to combine a blue for the ocean and the green for the house. So I thought that was really interesting that they did that. And yeah, and it's good to be back streaming again. It's you could tell you probably heard my voice was a little raspy the last time, and I was too embarrassed to stream my face, so I put my sick fig instead of my sig fig, my sick fig. So you can see that you get a nice arrangement of stickers here. And as I mentioned, that clock tower is a sticker. Similar to the other ones, I didn't put the stickers on. I just put the sticker sheet inside here. So I'm not going to put the stickers on today, but I did have my axle handy just in case. But I decided, no, I'm not going to do the stickers. I'll be consistent, not do the stickers. But 2 bags. It's only 111 pieces, so it shouldn't take very long. But once again, the big difference between the others is that this one uses 2 different colors for the book. And I do like the fact that this one comes with the gold backdrop, because you notice with the other ones, you had this like this. This actually is turquoise. It doesn't look like that on the screen right here. And then we have pink, but I love the gold. The gold was also used in the storybook for, I think it was the 4 princesses together. It's a little bit more expensive than Thrifty Thursday because it was $24.99 instead of $19.99. And then this one, because of the embossing, I just love this color. I kind of feel like I want to use this for something, you know, so maybe on a lug bulk purchase, or maybe I'll just buy a bunch of these, because if you think about it, this is connected, and we'll go through this in a second, but this is connected using those pins. And I wonder if you got a couple of these with some pins and put them together, you could almost like make a tower or something. And if you put them on the reverse side like this, have this gold tower with these studs on the outside. So I don't know, like a hexagonal one, something like that. I think that would be super cool. So, oh, Axel Plate is here. Hey, guten Morgen. How are you, Axel? That is a weird looking piece. Yes, it's weird, but it looks also like it could be super cool. And I know, PT, you're probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking, is that if you do like a hexagonal connection using these long pins and make almost like a hexagonal tower going up with these studs on the outside, and you can build out from here, I think that could be super cool. And it would be kind of a nice parts usage. So I'm looking at this gold piece thinking I'm going to have to buy some more of these. I just think it's also, even this polished side could be really cool for, I don't know, maybe some sort of wall that you might want to have. So I'm just saying, I'm calling it right now that this piece, it may seem kind of nondescript and maybe only used for books, but I think it's going to be cool. What's the part number? Oh, I don't have that off the top of my head. Sorry, you're going to have to brick link it. I can tell you that this set number is 43220. So if you look that up on Bricklink, I'm sure you'll find it. But so I think PT has the same idea that I do, is that we're going to get a bunch of these and get some gold pins with some connectors to connect these together, because that would be kind of really a cool way to connect these pieces. So anyway, so guten Morgen, Axel. I think you're in what, I'm guessing the Netherlands, maybe? So welcome to the stream. It must be breakfast time for you. So we were talking earlier about this particular book is a little different because it has 2 different colors. And once again, similar to the other one, this has the printed front. But the other difference is that this printed front is landscape mode versus these, which are in portrait mode, because this was Antonio's door. So we have This is kind of cool because you can see it's got these little buckles to make it look like a suitcase. And it has these little houses that are printed on here. And there's the clock tower, and you have this beautiful pirate ship, and of course the flag, so and the moon. So I love the artwork. And this is a printed piece too. So this is completely printed. I love the fact you don't need stickers for this. And who knows what, you might want to use this for. And as I mentioned earlier, I used to make these like 3-in-1 builds where you could build on top of this, and then you open it up, you have a second build here. And then if you turn it around this way, you might have a different view. But yeah, a 6 by 16 over there. Oh, 6:16 as far as time. Yes, so guten Morgen. So, and you are the Netherlands. Awesome. So anyway, in fact, I know like one Dutch phrase that I learned a long time ago, which actually is appropriate for me because I'm sick right now. So it's like mein Mutter is sick, mein Sohn is sick, mein Mutter is ook in bed. It's like my daughter is sick, my son is sick, my mother-in-law is also in bed or something like that. It was just like weird. It's a weird thing that I just randomly remember. Okay, so anyway, going back to this. So you can see that these are going to combine like this. I love the fact that it has a gold one in the middle, and then you're going to have connection points within the storybook as well. And these stickers are really just to kind of give more of, like, for example, the floating planks that are in the water, but we're not going to be putting the stickers on today. But anyway, I hope my accent wasn't too terribly bad. But I am glad to be back streaming. I do have my tea right here, so you'll have to forgive me as I have to keep, lubricating my throat. But I do feel much, much better. I mean, there was one point where I was just feeling lightheaded and not sure what was happening, and I'm just really glad to be on the mend. And it's taken a while. And I can say it's not COVID, because COVID, I took 2 COVID tests at home, and they were both negative. And then they were getting ready to close one of the COVID centers near me. And they said that they're closing it March 31st. So I went in on March 30th, just in case. And yeah, they said that tomorrow's our last day, but test still came out negative. Here are those gold pins that I was talking about. So these are the gold pins that connect here. I'm just going to go ahead and proactively do this because I've done these before. So I don't always need the instructions, but it's always kind of cool when you have, these gold pins, gold back. And like I said, I know PT and I are both thinking, ooh, Micropolis, what can we do with that with Micropolis? Innovative part usage. So we're going to have to talk about that for Bricks Cascade, because that's coming up. And we could do maybe a collaborative build using these as a unique part use, because I don't think I've seen anybody use that part in a way that's different from a bookend. So anyway, like I said, these long pins, very common, not an unusual part. It also has the axle hole in here, so you could potentially expand using that axle hole, but they don't do that with these books. But just, you only know those pins in blue. Oh no, they come in gold too. Yeah. So hello friends. Hey, it's Spot the Magic Ninja, and Glenn Copeland is here. Howdy. In fact, I was thinking about you, Glenn, because my group from Xbot Robotics made it to the competition in Houston. So I've been working with them on trying to get their room reservations and everything. And I was thinking, I plan to be in Houston in July for Brick Rodeo. So I'm super excited about that. And yes, they do come in many colors, but I love the gold. And we were talking earlier before you joined about this part. This back part is pretty cool because it's got this Lego embossed design on the outside. And the inside has this interesting pattern of attachment points, which you could consider snot bricks if you put this in a vertical orientation. And, PT and I are big into micropolis. And I said, if we took a bunch of these and put them in like a hexagonal pattern to make like a hexagonal building with these studs on the outside and somehow attach things to it. So, yeah. So everybody's in the house. This is great. Oh, wait, those are in more colors? I thought they had to be rounded end, not the axle hole. Oh, that's actually an interesting point. I'm not in my Lego room right now, but they do have long pins, I think, also in red. I think it's red, blue, and gold, and maybe black. But yeah, this one is interesting because it is the longer pin, so it would go through this Technic connection, and you have a Technic axle hole here. And I happen to have, where'd my axle go? So I usually keep an axle when I'm putting stickers on. But as you can see, if we wanted to even go taller on these, if we're doing a Micropolis build, you could use that axle hole to go up too. Those pins are available in 16 colors? Seriously? Wow. Okay, well, going back to the storybook, this one's a different storybook because it has two different colors, and they put this in landscape format, the printing, which I thought was pretty interesting that they did that. Fancy green screen. Oh, here, I'll show you the big green screen. I talked about this when I first started. So this green screen came from lego.com. And what you do is just go to the lego.com website. And I was looking for the box art and I couldn't find the box art on there. They started putting this here. And I said, you know what? It's in the right 16:9 format. So I'm going to put it up as a backdrop. So yeah. Oh, thank you for the link, Glenn. Appreciate that. So yeah, so this is the first time I'm using this kind of backdrop. So this might be something for the future. And I'm in my my office area because I'm getting ready to move. So that's official now. I can publicly say I'm moving to Vancouver, Washington. I will be picking up my keys on Tuesday and then getting out of here by the 30th. So yeah, lots to do. Okay, so back to this. Once again, we have this printed cover, which I just think is super cool, these printed covers, but you do have to be gentle with it because it will kind of, crack and peel. But here's one of the older ones too, the Antonio's house. And what I was mentioning earlier is these had the same color. And this one, they're mixing the colors up with the blue and the green. It looks like I'm in Lego heaven. Yeah, it does, huh? I just love whimsical things like that. I think what I'm going to do for my new place is I just realized one thing that I really like are clouds. So when I saw this was like, oh, this is so uplifting and it's clouds and Vancouver, that's almost Canada. Actually, it's not Canada. It's Vancouver, Washington. So there's a Vancouver, Washington, which is just north of Portland. So it's 3 hours south of Seattle. So I'm moving to stay within the state of Washington because my health care will remain the same. My insurance will remain the same, but I'll be closer to the Portland market. I will miss having 3 Lego stores, but they do have 1 Lego store in Portland. And they also have a Bricks and Minifigs right in Vancouver, Washington. So super, super excited about that. And so anyway, I should have mentioned that they don't have a booklet, but they have one of these fold outs. And as I mentioned, you get the 3 little micro dolls and this little puppy. And that's what I was just putting together now, just matching up the the different outfits. So this is interesting because they have, for the white with the blue top is Captain Hook, and they should have a mini doll face that has a mustache on it. It looks like, yeah, it's kind of a goofy looking mustache, but that's the Captain Hook face. Yeah, I think mini dolls are or micro dolls in this case are pretty hilarious. They're pretty freaking funny. Here's the headpiece or the hairpiece, and it's got an integrated tricorn hat, so that's kind of cool. But I don't know, that mustache is just super super funny. Axle plate, the weird place you asked about earlier. No. Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to Canada. I kind of wish I could go to Canada, but I think it's expensive to live in Seattle. It's even more expensive, I think, to live there. Okay, so they suggested putting this Peter Pan logo on the back of this, but as I mentioned, I'm not going to be doing the stickers, but that would be kind of a nice piece. And that's kind of an homage to the older version where they used to have those oval plates that they put on the front. You were talking about the spine piece. Oh, yeah, yeah. The spine piece is pretty cool. So like I said, this gold piece, I'm super excited about it. I think I'm going to have to order a bunch of these. Vancouver, Washington is about as far from Canada as you can get in Washington. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But like I said, I'm excited because I'm also moving to a safer place. I will be in a gated community, which I'm excited about. I think I mentioned this at the top of the hour that my friend or my neighbor, she had her Kia broken into. Apparently, there were 3 in my neighborhood that were broken into. Hers, the steering column just got messed up. And just so you know, there's a plate and a tile here so that when this closes up, it has a nicer finish. But and then I've seen other, vagrants in the neighborhood that were kind of dodgy, and I don't know. I'm just not feeling as safe here, which is another reason why I kind of want to move. Okay, so we have one of these double jumpers, and that's going to go here. So it's kind of cool that this is like a self-contained type of play set. And if you are traveling, this is actually a perfect set for traveling because you open the set as a box and then you're kind of building everything in here. And there aren't a whole lot of pieces, so you don't have to worry too much. Okay, so we got to build the lock mechanism too. So this is also an interesting Technic piece. This double Technic hole with the axles here on the top. And this is where that keyhole comes into play for moving things. So you do get a key, and this key also can double as a dots extractor. So another little bonus. Okay, so the other thing is they want to put this on the bottom here. So this, and let me double check. Let's see. I don't know, is that right? Oh yeah, there is a Technic. You can see there's a Technic hole right there. So that's why you get this pin, and this goes in here like that. And then this can turn. So this is the locking mechanism. Johnny G is in the house. Congrats on the move. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You could lock your treasures in the book. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they've done. Is the first version, they had one of those outdoor locks. Oh no, is my network down? Okay. I will have to grab my power cable. In the older version, they had a locking mechanism here. And then in this second version, similar to this one, they use this this Technic piece to turn. And they have this little 2x2 with a hole that they will do. So yeah, it is a cool little set. And I just remembered I was distracted. So here's Captain Hook microdoll, which I think is hilarious. And then looks like Peter Pan is this one. And Peter Pan looks like it's this, which is nice. They use like a nougat color for the skin. So they're putting in some diversity. And we have like an elf hat that is cool. A little micro elf hat for Peter Pan. Nice. And then for Wendy, we have a standard kind of microdoll look, like a princess look, just kind of, with the flowing hair. But 3 little microdolls. And there should be the dog. Very cute. There's a dog. And the dog gets a bone. So, excuse me. Okay, so they're also saying I need to put this pillar And I guess the pillar goes here. He's so cute. Yeah, he is cute. Or she. I don't know. Does anybody know the gender of the dog from Peter Pan? I don't even remember the name of the dog from Peter Pan. So, okay, here's something, another cool set of pieces. Ingots, gold ingots, which is nice. Okay, there's apparently a 1x4 tile that needs to go in here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to build some buildings, because this is kind of nice as a storybook. It opens up and then you have some things to look at. I think the dog was the nanny. Okay. I just read this story about how the dog was so overprotective of this baby that the parents were wondering what's going on? Why is the dog being so overprotective whenever the nanny came over? And it turns out the nanny was breaking into the house when she wasn't working. And apparently she was spying on this couple for some other reasons based on where the guy worked. And I was like, wow, that's pretty messed up. So anyway, so here's another double jumper. So that's kind of cool. And these fence pieces are nice. So, you know, they have some nice variety as far as these parts that are in here. Aha, I was wondering where these lavender. So if Debo was here, lavender flowers in here as well. Was the dog in Peter Pan a sheepdog? I'm not sure. Nana is a St. Bernard who appears in Disney's 1953 animated feature film Peter Pan. She is the Darling family's nursemaid. Oh, because the St. Bernard would probably bring, you know, different things. Well, I can tell you this is not a St. Bernard. This character looks almost like a mouse. It's so small. And that would not pass for a St. Bernard. Sorry. Sorry about that. But it's interesting. It does have a pinhole at the top, so it makes you wonder if you're supposed to put a bow or something on top of that. So, okay, well, at least we know the gender, right? So, okay, so the other thing we're working on here, and I'm not putting in the stickers, but they have these pillars that are supposed to represent the towers and buildings in London. And the other thing that they've done is they have one of these top clips, and the top clip is supposed to hold the bone, which I think is pretty funny that, you know, got to have a bone in here for the dog. A Newfoundland. Oh, okay. Well, Newfoundland and a St. Bernard are actually two very different dogs. Because a St. Bernard is more of a mountain dog, whereas a Newfoundland is a water dog. So that's interesting. That's kind of cool. I did not know that. This is nice too. These are those pyramid pieces that are kind of like half pyramids. Put these in here. And they want this on this side in this corner. And, you know, one thing I probably should pick up, I'll have to get it used, is one of those storybooks that open up and pop up. I think those are super cool. And then this one, this other piece goes in here. Oh, perfect fit. So I guess this might be almost like maybe a drawbridge that they're going to build soon. Okay, so they did mention stickers. So this sticker here would normally go down here, but like I said, I'm not putting the stickers down. And then this one would be on this side, over this way. But like I said, I'm not putting the stickers on this. Bricklink doesn't list the name for the dog. Does the box have it? Let me check. Let's see. Let's see if we have. Aha. Well, nope. This doesn't have. I mean, we know this is Wendy. We know this is Peter. We know that's Captain Hook. But it doesn't look like the dog has a name. And I don't see any other references on the box with regard to names. which is kind of disappointing because usually Lego does that. So, yep, that's a big no. Big no on the box for getting that. Okay. And once again, you know, the stickers are really help to develop this, but I'm not going to use it for that because personally, I'm going to use this for something else in the future. Like I said, if you go back in December of 2021, I think, is when I built that storybook for Rob Ketcherside. So what they're doing is they're using those attachment points to put a couple items in there. And like I said, we're not using the stickers, but there's a sticker here for the blue. This little island is supposed to go on this side, and then the flotsam and jetsam are on this side. So yeah, that's that. All right, and then we have this little piece that we're making, which, and like I said, if you're just looking at it for a parts pack, a little parts pack, this isn't too bad. But it's, you know, you're paying for the Disney brand, right? When you look at a set like this, you don't get it for, you know, the value of the parts per piece count. But yeah, Max is Prince Eric's loyal Old English sheepdog in Disney's 1989 animated feature, The Little Mermaid. Yes, I like Max. Yeah, Max the Old English sheepdog. Yeah. In fact, I think that's how he first finds the Little Mermaid, is Max is barking because she's just kind of, you know, peeked her head over to look at the ship. Okay, where does this go? This is going to go over here, I guess. I'm not sure what this is. What is this? And apparently, oh, I guess, was there supposed to be a sticker on this? Yeah, I guess there was a sticker that I did not put on, and I put this on upside down. So I'm fixing that. But what is the sticker? It's sticker number 11. So I'm not sure what this is. It almost looks like a ghost face, if it's supposed to be there. Okay, not sure. So we're just going to put this down in the corner. Okay. And it looks like, okay, so that's bag number 1. And they just say to put the, on the outside, this is where those ingots come in play. You can put an ingot there and an ingot here. And that 2x2, similar to the other one, this one in brown though. So that looks nice, just the way the pieces come together. But I am missing something because I have this 1x4 brick just sitting here. So where is this supposed to go? Ah, I see. Okay, so this, I missed that this was supposed to go back here. So that goes here, and so it makes it a little taller. So we have a little taller backdrop. Okay, so once again, this is kind of cool because they're doubling the use of one of those dots keys so that you can lock this and you can hide your cool stuff in here. Oh, it's a skull. Okay, thank you. Slash me repeats himself. And you've never seen the movie? You've never seen The Little Mermaid? Seriously? I concur, a skull. Okay. So that, I guess, is like a micro skull island if I were to put the sticker on. And like I said, all those stickers are going to add some, you know, interest to this. But I'm looking at this as a parts pack. And as you saw from the other ones, I just keep the sticker sheet intact. But look at these micro dolls. Very cool. And we got an extra bone. And we have an extra flower and an extra quarter round dot. And we're ready for bag number 2. It does feel great to be back streaming again. So I'm really glad you guys are hanging out with me. Today, I've been, like I said, I've been under the weather. And I've been, now that I can officially talk about the move, it's been stressful just trying to get everything ready. You don't realize just how much stuff you accumulate until you have to move it all. So I think I'm going to be doing some massive downsizing. Oh, so here's some cool parts. These red 1x2 brackets. So you've got 4 of these red brackets. These I think are going to be part of the ship. Let's see, there should be one more, or there are only 3. Oh, there's 3, and then you have one with a bar. So this is definitely going to be the ship. So this is interesting. So did you miss me, guys? I guess you did because you're all listening. You're here. I appreciate that. That means a lot. And going back to Houston, I tell you, you're going to be inundated with people who are into robotics because there's the big robotics international competition that's going on. And the Swifties are going to be there at the same time because the Taylor Swift fans are all going to be there. So this is actually kind of a cool way to make a microchip. They're using these 1x2s with bar. So these 1x2s with bar kind of give a look to the ship, kind of this angle. That's an interesting look, and very, very cool with just a few little pieces. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Brick Jedi. I appreciate that. Live. So, and Spot the Magic Ninja, thank you. Oh, sing Glenn the Under the Sea song. I don't think I normally would maybe sing a few bars, but like I said, I'm not that up to par right now. I can't say I'm familiar with that. But the Under the Sea, well, I just saw a review from Just Too Good where he was talking about the new Little Mermaid set that's just come out, that $160 set. And I have to agree with him. The Sebastian in that set is pretty lame. Because I've used Sebastian before in some of my mock improvs. And the original one, he's like a micro doll, right? Or, kind of this size, and he's got his claws and he looks really cute. They like flattened him out. So he's almost like a regular crab, like Cindy the Cynical Crab. So yeah, kind of disappointed by that. Okay, this is kind of cool. The way they're doing sails is they're using this sign piece, this like they use for signs in the Friends line, and they have a couple stickers that you can put on here. But once again, we're not doing the stickers, but if you want to see what the stickers look like, this is stickers 8 and 9. So these are the ones that have like this little sails with, threads because they had to patch up the sails. Spot the Magic Ninja lives by the sea. You live near Lake Erie. Yep, that's true. And thank you for everybody and your warm wishes. I really appreciate that. I see what you're doing there. But anyway, this goes back to if you put those stickers on, this does kind of look like a couple of sails on this little microchip. And then if you put our little micro doll here, as sailing the little ship with that weird little mustache face. I'm going to turn it just a little bit, but that face is still pretty weird if you ask me. No stickers, sad face. Well, because I don't do stickers for this particular set of models. And part of the reason for that is I like to repurpose these interiors. So if I put the stickers down, I would have to do that. And by the way, the Chupacabra is the sticker for the spine on the Antonio's door, which would go here. So that's a super cute sticker too. Those sign pieces have been around longer than Friends. Oh, okay. An older design came out in 2001. Yeah, I think they've used them in city sets too a lot, but I know Friends sets love to use those signs as well. Okay, so we've made the pirate ship. So that's kind of cool with our weird looking micro doll. Let's see, it looks like we're, I think, making some beds next. But this is interesting. This piece is in here. This little castle cutout window. That's surprising. I mean, that's like a little bonus if you are into, you know, just kind of some cool pieces. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I guess we're just putting a 1x1 here. Kind of some interesting colors. This must be for Wendy's room. Magenta, some white, and let's see. I like to call these little bread loaf pieces, these curved dots. The Brick Babe likes to use those for teeth in her mosaics. And we have these little mini roof pieces, or little pyramids, little tiny pyramids. So, okay, so we got that. And I know you want the stickers, but I'm not putting stickers on. Sad trombone, sorry. But here are the stickers for this. We have this one, and then we have the second one for, where's the other? There should be another one of these. Why do I not see two? Uh-oh. Okay, well, anyway, it says I should have two of these. Oh, I see. You put it on the back. I see. For the front and the back. Okay, so this side has the little bear, the little teddy bear in the trunk that goes right there. And then the outside is this little ladder, this rope ladder with the wood and some ivy. The sign pieces have been around. Juice is now scheduled to launch on April 14th at 8:14. I have no idea what is Juice. What am I missing? I'm perfectly okay skipping stickers. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's only I usually will put stickers on sometimes, but in this case, because I do tend to repurpose books, these books for other builds, that yeah. Okay, so where is this going? This one is going in this corner over here. So yeah, so they're starting to use this interior part for the build, which is nice. So that's kind of fun. And then this ship goes in the corner over here. I guess we can put it like right there. So that's kind of cool. Got that ship in the corner. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of space in these storybook sets, but it is pretty fun to kind of have this open up and have it self-contained. That's the other thing I like about them, is that you can pretty much keep all the parts in there, and they stay in there, and you can, you know, extract them later. And I do like how they've been using these, like I said, I call them bread loaf pieces, but I like these curved 1x1s, the double curve. So this is nice. Looks like they're making like maybe a pergola or something. Here's some nice pillar pieces. These 1x2x3s. They're going to be up there. And then another cross beam. And oh, nice. We have some nice slopes for like a roof line, because, you know, in Peter Pan, they, you know, pretty much fly over the roofs. And I need to watch that again. That Peter Pan story is always fun. 1x2 with bar at the end. So that, I wonder if that's going to clip to something. We shall see. All right, then we have the thinner one. So it's raised up a little. Oh, that's clever. That is very clever. And then they put on top these little 1x1 like baby bottle pieces. Oh, that is a very cool skyline looking piece. Okay, so this they want here in the middle. So you can see that we have the interior room and then the exterior and that portal that kind of connects the two. And then we have one last section, and this goes back to this piece, which, you know, this in a lot of those classic castle sets. And this is interesting is that this is kind of weird for me is when you have these partial stickers. So on the exterior, you have this corner sticker that only covers this corner here, which is another reason why I don't really want to put the stickers on. So you have that corner covered, and it goes onto one of these. And you also have this, where'd it go? This angled curved slope that's kind of on the outside. So just imagine that sticker is on the corner. And this is kind of neat. They're using like an olive green, maybe. Or maybe that's, yeah, looks kind of olive green. And then we have this kind of curved piece, like a tree trunk kind of piece, this angle. And then they're putting in a snot piece, so then that way you can add a vine. Now this is cool. These scroll pieces are normally in, I think, gold. I don't think I've seen them in green. So that is kind of cool that they put that in there. And then we have the top to seal it all together. There we go. Left some DNA there. If anybody's doing some forensic science, like, who worked on this set before? Yeah, so this is interesting that these are in tan, those same kind of tombstone pieces instead of white. And they're putting in these lily pads for foliage up top. So just a little bit of flair, but it's nice. Adds some interest to this. I really like that green scroll. That's really nice. It says Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer. Oh, okay. I see. I have no idea. April 14th at 8:14 Eastern. So, okay, so 5:15 my time. I will be fast asleep. Okay, so this goes here. So if you can imagine, this is kind of the bedroom area, and then this is the ocean, and this will close up together like that. But let me put in the other characters. Somehow I feel like, is there something missing here? Let me see, was I supposed to put anything in the middle? No? I guess these are just attachment points for the characters. So you might want to put Wendy maybe in here, and then Peter Pan could be here. I'm not sure. This is kind of goofy to me. This just one little sandbar, I think. Hufflepuff House banner has that piece in green as well, and the piece is in 11 colors. You're talking about this piece, that scroll piece? Yeah, I'm used to seeing it in gold. I think gold and black, but to see it in green is nice. And yes, it is cool when Glenn is on because he likes to throw in the trivia. Okay, so going back to, apparently I'm missing some place where I was supposed to put these little statues. Where are the statues supposed to go? Are these supposed to go on top of the roof? Statues. Where'd the statues go? Ah, okay, so this was supposed to go here. Okay, I guess I got a spare. Usually you don't get a spare one of these, so where did I miss this? Yeah, I put that there. Was I supposed to put two of these? No, just one. Okay, so I have a spare 1x4. No, no, that can't be right. Okay, this definitely goes here. It's 2x2. All right, so where'd the 1x4? These are extras. We can say for a fact that these are extras. Oh, we need the dog somewhere. Let's put the dog on the bed. All right, where'd this extra 1x4 come from? There can't be too many places for the 1x4. Let's see. Well, this was bag number 2, so it's got to be somewhere with bag number 2. Oh, I see where it goes. Okay. So we were supposed to put this here. All right. So we got this. And we got this. And it looks like this is complete. So for 111 pieces, it probably isn't the best value. But, oops, we got to find a better place to put these characters because it's not folding properly. I think that one will work there. And we need to find another place for Peter. Where can Peter go? Maybe over here? Nope. Maybe here. So in other words, you've got to figure out so that you can close it. And it's got a key so you can lock it, which is very fun. It goes under the navy blue tile. Thank you, Brick Jedi. Yeah, I found it finally. So, yeah, okay. So since we're talking about Peter Pan and maybe rewatching Peter Pan, maybe I was talking to PT about tomorrow, maybe having another Pandy's Play Space set up tomorrow night. And maybe I can set up Disney's Peter Pan and we could watch Peter Pan while we're sorting and chatting. So I don't know. That's something to think about. But it sounded like a couple of us have not caught up on Peter Pan, so maybe that might be a fun thing to do. So I'm feeling better, as you can see, and I still have to pack, though. So the other thing is that when we're in Pandy's Play Space tomorrow, that it might be like sorting and chatting, and I'm like wrapping stuff and putting things away because I will be going down there Tuesday to pick up my keys. So that's my first trip. And then I have a U-Haul truck that I've got to reserve and get that loaded up. But anyway, oh, I forgot to put the sticker sheet inside here. But yeah, so anyway, I think for the pieces that they give you, oops, the pieces that they give you in this set, I think are pretty cool. You do you, Naomi. Fast move, yeah. I've actually done that a couple times where I've had to move in a quick turnaround. So it's not something I haven't done before. Okay, maybe I will keep the sticker sheet out because it's getting munged. But the good news is I will be coming up to Seattle probably twice a month or once or twice a month. And when I do, I can, kind of still do stages because I do have a storage unit here. So here's the other thing is that on the back, we do have this 2x4 section. So if you wanted to, you could build on this side too. If you wanted to do, and I've been toying with this idea too. We talked about earlier about the spine piece. But the other thing is that these unprinted pieces, that you could potentially get 2 of these and then build off of this and then put in, I think it works out to be a 10x12 in this piece. I wish I had my plates close by because I could tell you for sure. But if you go back and watch when I built that gift for Rob Ketcherside, that's essentially what I did is I ended up building a plate on top of this and then creating a scene very similar to the Charles Dickens scene where you had an interior and then you turned it around and that was the exterior of the house. And then in the case of the Dickens one, you pulled out a drawer. And in my case, you opened up the box and did I close it again? Did I lock this? What did I do? You open up the box and then there was Santa on the beach. So I do have one of them still intact with the Little Mermaid, where I have the castle on the inside, but it's already packed. So when I get to Vancouver, I'll probably have to figure out, when to show that again. But anyway, for 20 bucks, you are paying for the Disney brand, but there are some cool parts in here, which I think are worth mentioning. As I mentioned, the spine in gold, which is great. I do like that they've mixed the colors up, and I think this lime green and this blue is just beautiful. I do like the fact you get 3 micro dolls. Oops, 3 micro dolls, and you also get a dog. So you do get a really nice set of characters that are in this, and also you get some interesting pieces like this castle cutout piece. I think is really cool, and you got some slopes, some double jumpers, just some cool little pieces in here. And of course, you get a pirate ship, a little micro pirate ship. That to me is also a bonus. Am I in witness protection? All these fast moves. Yeah, I probably should be in witness protection. But no, I'll explain more in Pandy's Play Space. It's not something I really want to talk about on streaming, but for you members who hang out with me and my regulars, I will definitely give you up-to-date information about my move. A lot of it's good news, so it's just been a little stressful, especially being sick and everything. But I just wanted to say thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with me and for helping me come back into streaming, because it's been a while. I know, especially when you're used to streaming 4 days a week and you kind of get this routine, and then all of a sudden it's just like I can't talk. I am like coughing all the time. And even when I did the stream 2 weeks ago, I used my sig fig because and even today I've got this light here and I'm still light sensitive. So when I have this light blaring at me, I was just like going, okay, can I do this? I can power through this. So we streamed for about an hour. So it's a very quick stream, which is great. As I mentioned, some of the previous storybooks, they have that same locking mechanism, but they had more of a monotone palette. And so I like the fact that they're mixing it up with this one. As far as storybooks go, I kind of miss the old ones with the beautiful plaques on the front, but they didn't have the locking mechanism. So it's kind of a trade-off. And these are kind of cool that they're pre-printed, but you can't really reuse them. So for MOCs, I'm not sure about that. But as I mentioned, gold spine, very cool. So I might have to order a bunch of those to play around for microscale. But thanks again. So I will open up Pandy's Play Space tomorrow because I do want to ask some questions of the group about future streams. And also there's Lego Masters New Zealand going on right now. It just happened on Monday. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stream reviews on that. I'm still kind of on the fence because I still need to figure things out with TM and Zed over in New Zealand. But great stream. Thank you, Brick Jedi. It was great to see you back again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brick Jedi. Thank you, PT, Glenn, Axel, everybody, Johnny G, Spot the Magic Ninja. Everybody's been hanging out with me today. It was great because I knew this was going to be a short stream, but it was just fun to try a new backdrop, which was kind of cool. And start thinking about the move. Like I said, I've got staged moves happening in the next couple weeks. So my hope is if I move on Tuesday, I might be able to do a Tuesday stream as my first stream on fiber. So fiber optic stream, the fast stream. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And thank you, Glenn. Thank you. Take care. Ciao, everybody. Bye, PT. Bye. Good night. Good night, everybody. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream if you haven't already. I always keep forgetting I should be saying that like 3 times during the stream because you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Please like and subscribe to the stream. Send a comment. Just help with the engagement. And this is the P.O. Box in Seattle, which will still be active. I'm going to keep that active for a while. P.O. Box 31956, Seattle, Washington 98103. I will be streaming. My next broadcast will be from Vancouver. Either Tuesday is my guess. Is maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll see if Alexander 23 wants to be interviewed. I might do a builder insight. I've been wanting to chat with him about sorting, so I'm going to see if he's available. Also, a Thursday, Thrifty Thursday. I think I could do another Thrifty Thursday, so I'll be around. I'm going to come back to this. I wasn't able to set up the Rumble co-stream, but I will upload this, so you can also go to rumble.com/user/Brickanista. And I just really appreciate everybody welcoming me back. And like I said, I'm still not 100%, but I feel so much better than I did a couple weeks ago. And you guys are all been great and very supportive. And I just really love how this community has really given me so much hope. I just can't tell you how much it means to me. And see you at Pandy's Place. Yes, tomorrow. That will be, you have to go to locals.com to get the code. And if you don't have the code, send me a private message and we'll connect you in there. And I think I'm going to queue up Peter Pan. I think it might be cool to watch Peter Pan in Pandy's Place while we sort and chat and talk about life and all kinds of stuff. Probably tomorrow, I'm guessing. I know I've got a lot of things I have to finish tomorrow, so maybe around 7. I think I might start it around 7 or 8, but I'll decide and put it into the locals.com area and let you know. So thanks, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. You guys are awesome, and like I said, I really keep my inspiration through the people who support me, and it means so much. Trust me, it means so much knowing that you're there and enjoy these streams. So thank you, and as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, thank you, and may the clutch be with you. Take care, everybody. Bye.